It's better, I guess. You're yonder. I'm on my way. What is it even called? This is called virtual coffee date that I drink tea at every time. Oh, let me put my do not disturb on my phone. Okay. What's up? What's up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Gosh, I love this filter so much. What's up, word? I'm on my way. Let's shoot a video. Let's do it. Let's do it. You want to tap in, word? Or I think the first 3 people who tap in, we can go up to 4 people live at the same time. I'm on my way. Who is on YouTube? I see somebody keeps checking in and out. I see someone keeps checking in and out. Who is this on YouTube? Tap in. Expose yourself. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? Shots fired. What's your stipulations for shooting a video? Because you offering, but how much I got to pay? Okay. Is this you asking let's shoot together, or is this you advertising? Just gotta ask. I might be doing. Good morning, John. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining the coffee date. I don't think I've seen you on here before. And yes, I am in the bathroom because I might be doing my makeup while I'm here. Very valid question, I think. Very valid question. All right, so you don't have to if you don't want to, but there we go. So I see you. Oh, I don't see Curtis no more. I don't know where he went. John, what do you do? John on YouTube. What do you do? Are you a creative as well? I'm gonna invite a couple folks. I see that y'all are the first 3 on, so I'm gonna invite y'all to go live with me.
My bad, I'm cooking up and I'm grabbing my hookah. So 1 second.
What's that word? It's cool.
What's that?
Oh, you know, typical artist things, procrastinating on getting ready for this photo shoot. How's your day going so far? Let me see if these other guys tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Let me see if any of my ladies are going to tap in today. I invited some women, but I don't know. We'll see if they remember. If they're not working. One of them is busier than me. I'm on my way. It says R&B Trayvon unable to join. Mr. Flat Shoals unable to join. Okay. Well, let's see if anybody else wants to join. I'm gonna invite y'all. What's the time on this?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
What's up? What's up?
Good morning.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just working on a little music video and watching some football. How
Nice.
about y'all?
I just did my hair, and now I'll probably be doing my makeup during this coffee date to get ready for this photo shoot.
Yeah, double work. Shit, I'm just cooking up. You producer work? I'm an artist, producer, engineer. Shit. Yeah, we gotta tap in. Where y'all from?
We're in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Hey.
Okay.
I got family in A Meat in Hammond.
Okay. The country, the states.
Oh yeah, real country, and it's looked the same ever since I've been visiting for like the past 15 years.
And it ain't gonna change either.
Not gonna change. Baton Rouge. Okay, John on YouTube did not tell me who they are or what they do, but it's cool.
Well, what time does do this?
It's at 2:30.
Okay.
Yeah, so I picked out my clothes and everything like a few days ago, and just did my hair this morning while we watched church. If anybody tuned in for that earlier, it was a good word.
I went to church.
Nice. What was the message that y'all had this morning?
Strength. It was good.
That's
What's the concept of your shoe?
I have no idea. That's why it's kind of frustrating, and that's why I procrastinated on it. I'm doing like a.
Yeah, the why, especially as a photographer. I gotta go on something.
Yeah.
I just don't work out too good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all different than me. I don't give a damn.
I feel like that's because you're a rapper too, though. Rappers could just go in and do whatever.
Yeah, just make it work, man. It is what it is.
But you know what? I gotta, just like how I did with that experimental rap song and video I did, I gotta take on what rappers do more than what singers do, because y'all just get it done.
Say fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go. The church sermon that I listened to today, it was Steve Furtick at Elevation Church, which they're based in Charlotte, North Carolina. But it's basically, how do I put it? God's blessing is not, it doesn't mean that you're not going to suffer, but you are going to be blessed despite whatever you suffer through. And the main tagline was basically, even if you are limping, you can still walk. So, very good message. And basically, there are a lot of people online, especially who we don't know what their limp looks like. Other people you can see physically what their limp is, but some people they do a good job of hiding what their limp is. So you can't judge your success based on what you see, because you just never know what people are going through or what they did to get where at.
That's plenty of like movement and progress. Like the difference between movement and progress.
Exactly.
No, I was gonna say that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I guess let's go ahead and get started with our little coffee date. So I personally have tea this day. I never actually drink coffee on these coffee dates.
Are we supposed to be sipping? I'm gonna get some water.
Okay. Or the hookah is your coffee today.
That's definitely my coffee.
Hey, wake and bake. That's the coffee right there. I love it. Okay, so what's your name before I just call you shots fired, though, or just call you shots fired?
No, my name is Kendall.
Okay. I'm LexC. Wordplay. So basically the whole point of these coffee dates is I'm trying to build a community of creatives to where it's not the typical we all just come together at some open mic or showcase and network or whatever. I want this to be an opportunity for us to meet other creatives, but also express some things that we're working on or some things that we might be struggling with, and to help each other give advice for those struggles or point each other to different resources. Yeah. So let me see. Last month, I had 3 other people join in. And basically, the main issue that a lot of people were having, it was an issue of discipline. Either discipline to sit down and write or discipline to just get in the studio. And there's really no easy answer for that, aside from you just have to be intentional with the time that you set aside to do things. And one of the people is actually a client that I worked with, where back when I was doing my LexC finance thing, I sat down and helped him with a budget so we could try to budget in studio time, because I know that gets expensive. And I even restructured how I pay myself to try to help people who might be struggling with that, because music is very expensive to do. So those are some of the solutions that we came up with. I'm trying to think. My struggle from this past month has been the discipline of going to do live shows and just not leaving the house for real. Which word? That's always what we talk about. He was trying to get me to come out to the Monday nights, and I still have not made it out, which I'm aware of. I'm gonna do better. I will be coming out. But do y'all have any advice for me on how I can get over that, or is it still just a discipline thing?
With me, and just because I'm also want to still be a counselor. Counselor, hopefully one day I'll get my PhD in it as well. Crazy, they pay for it. But anyway, it was just saying that with creatives, being creative, and if you're not in that mindset of being creative, it's just not gonna. Your best work or what you want to put forth is not gonna come through. So I don't think it's procrastination more than it's perfection. So I wouldn't even think of it as procrastination. But knowing that, okay, if I'm not in the mindset to go live, is this live going to be what it needs to be? Is it going to serve how it needs to serve? And if it's not, then I can't call that procrastination. I just got to call that me being in the kitchen and cooking up something new, or cooking up something that when I do go live, it hits how it needs to hit. That makes.
Yeah. So it's not procrastination. So if it's not procrastination, what would you call it? It's not really like a desire, so I don't prepare for it, or.
Well, if you're not in the creative mindset, so you got to be in the creative mindset to be creative.
Creative mindset, yeah.
So if the mindset is not there, then it's okay. Is it due to what happened earlier today? Is it due to what I'm thinking about my personal life? Deals that I need to get done, or situations in personal life that I need to get done? All that affects our creative mindset. If we're not creatively there, then one, we're not feeling how we usually feel. Our natural feeling of feeling free and being able to speak and do what we need to do. It's bondage. It's bondage to what you're thinking about, all the other things that's going through in your life, all that mindset that you're having to deal with things being on live, and that, okay, am I mentally prepared in this situation to be able to go on live and doing this? And I feel like it's just your body saying that you're not able to on live to do that activity. I think in my videos, I try to tell people like, it's not gonna be like that week when you get your video back, because I don't know. I got to school, I teach, I do all these other things. I have all these other creative things that are going on in my life that I can't guarantee that I'm gonna get to you in 4 or 5 days, right? So I don't even give myself that timeline to be okay, stressed enough. Right? So even if it's okay, just say these my timelines and this is how I feel that my piece will go through with this, then this is how I'm gonna go through it by my piece and to protect my piece. Thanks for taking that piece.
You just sparked something in me. Okay. That's gonna be a future Lex Chat episode. What are you doing to, if you're not, the reason why you're not in the mood to do things is your environment and your mind state affecting your ability to be creative. So it might not even be that you're not creative. It's just you have to foster an environment to be able to be at peace with flowing freely, basically. So it's not the creativity, or it's not that you don't want to do it, but what are these other things outside of that that's stopping you from doing it? And it ain't got nothing to do with the music a lot of times.
That's real. I actually factor all that in. For me, I factor all that in, and I still push myself to go do, because 9 times out of 10, when I still go do, I always just feel better after I do. And then it kind of helps me get past all the other things. I forget about those things, and now I just want to do something that I love to do, and I didn't allow those other things to block me from wanting to do what I love to do. So it's really just knowing you and knowing that, understanding that life is gonna happen, and you're not gonna always be inspired to do the thing that you love. But 9 times out of 10, when you go do that thing you love, you're gonna feel a whole lot better. So with doing that a lot of times, now I just know it's just like, all right, it is what it is. I ain't gonna let nothing stop me from going to go do what I want to go do, because I want to do this. And I think about stories from success stories all the time, bro. People be tired. People be dealing with losses. People be dealing with a whole lot of things, and they still go do what they love to do if this is what you want to do. So, obstacles, hurdles, gotta go through them.
Yeah, I agree with what Bud's saying, but I also think that some people just don't know what they're really going through, right? And they don't. Hey, you're a strong-minded person, right? The strong-minded person, that's now, right? Some people don't have that confidence and that will and that fight to just come out the womb like that, right? Or they don't have the knowledge to be, okay, I'm going through this and this is how I can handle it, to be able to push through. Or I push through so many things consistently that I can do it without, and I know I finished doing it.
That part right there. That's where I'm at. I kind of went through it early to where now I just know. You feel me? Like, I just went through it early to get over that hump, because like shit, I've been there. I've been in that situation many of times. But just doing it enough, like anything that you do enough, like you just, it becomes normal to you. So now it's more easy for me because I've done it so much to push myself beyond my limits.
Well, y'all are calling me out real good on this Sunday. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That is solid advice. And really, it's just like when y'all are talking about that, I'm just relating in my mind to how I treat the gym. I don't treat my music the same way I treat the gym. Like, the gym has become a habit, and I've set aside specific days, and I even plan the workouts that I'm going to be doing on those days. But with my music, it's like I don't keep that promise to myself as much as I do the promise to work out. So when you say you just get up and make yourself do it, there's a discipline aspect there, but then there's also you said you wanted to do, it's like you're holding yourself accountable, and you're not letting yourself down for whatever promises you made yourself.
But see, I don't do that with the gym. That's what I need to do with the gym.
Okay. Oh, good. I don't feel too bad then. We all struggling.
Yeah,
We all
yeah,
struggling.
yeah, no, definitely.
Well, thank y'all for helping me with that.
I started to just have a team of people that kind of put into a process. I'm shooting an artist. I know that he got to go to the studio to rap, right, or to sing or to do whatever. And so I'm gonna put in my third, let's say his third in, or his half in, or however that is, because one of us blow, we all gonna blow. So just having, especially that's how the white people do it, they have that community aspect of putting their money into a group and saying, if one of these people grow, we all gonna grow. So we don't really do that. We try to be individuals, which we continue to be, but kind of build that community, that group, and that's why I like this. I love this actually, and be able to bounce these ideas off of each other. Yeah. I appreciate you for this.
Yeah, thank you for tapping in. I'm just glad you joined us this morning. The other person joining us is Tampa Boy Beats, super producer, artist, engineer. He's in Atlanta as well.
What's going on, man? Sure, how y'all feeling? Good, man.
We got Wordplay and Shots Fired, aka Kendall.
Top of the morning, but afternoon. You know how those Sundays go. You wake up with no.
No, he woke up shining. Look at his wrist.
Hey,
you too. But yeah, I think now when you say we, do you mean Black people don't be having community anymore, or artists in general don't have community, or both?
I say both, and I mean, if I say artists, I'm saying Black artists. So
yeah,
that's real. Cause man, sometimes dealing with other people, bro, can be a bit much, bro. So you have to find the people that are on the same type of time as you.
Yeah.
Or willing to play their role. Like everyone has a role to play. Like finding a team just ain't always the easiest thing.
Right.
Because you need a lot. It's a lot of components that go with that. Being genuine. Need people who are motivational, and that push you, and sometimes it ain't always that. So like that's kind of where I struggle at a lot, like finding my team that that best fits me, finding the puzzle pieces that fit.
Once you find the puzzle pieces, you know you're gonna grow. Like that's all that really is having, like you said, having that procrastination, but having that grit to get shit done, and having that team and puzzle pieces that know their job and know their roles, not trying to get in somebody else's lane. If I'm a filmer, I'm a photographer. That's what I need to do. I don't need to be in the studio rapping. Okay, this is how your flow should go. This is how your beat should go. Like that's not my lane. And I agree with that, especially in today's age. You got a lot of people that just don't stay in their lane. And that fucks everything up. That messes everything up. Yeah, and that's real. Because I was at the studio with this artist one time, and his security guard, was making music, and then it was just like he was like, "All right, bro, like I'm never gonna tell you not to be something." But it was like, if you're going to be my security guard, be my security guard. I need you on point. I need you to be doing this and that. He was like, if you up here supposed to be my security guard and you up on the stage, you know what I'm saying, turning up and shit, like.
Who's securing?
Right. Yeah. And like, that was like my first time really just like actually seeing or hearing something like that. And I was just like, damn, that's real. That's a real question, like, and it was just like, okay, damn.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, and I'll be the last person to say that somebody should keep themselves in a box, because I understand in this climate too that there's so many, we have a better chance at doing so many things, and whatever pops off could only stand to like benefit the whole. But at the same time, when you go into certain situations, like, yeah, people have to understand their role, and they have to have no pride about being able to stay within that role. I think that becomes the problem a lot of times.
Absolutely.
Read the room. People don't read the room.
Damn.
We don't read, so how can we read the room?
Say it again.
If we don't read, so how can we read the room?
Ooh. We don't read, so how can we read?
Easiest place to hide from black people's book.
That's real. That's another thing I'll be bullshitting on. I got a whole list of books to read.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Y'all know I got well, it's LexC Likes now, but it was a LexC Quotes page where I just do all the books that I'm reading and the quotes from it. If you have any books you want me to read, then I could read them for you and report to you. But anyway, it's a discipline thing too, setting aside the time to read, because there's so much going on all the time.
Yeah. Well, I actually I don't necessarily really read like physically
Audiobook. That's still reading too.
Yeah. It just seems it works better for me.
So something that like helped me with my fitness is I stopped listening to music when I work out. And I actually will listen to podcasts or books while I work out. So I don't know if maybe you want to pair those two things together, and then you kill two birds with one stone.
I did that with the 50 Cent book, the audio book. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah, it's tough for me to actually be doing something else and trying to like take in when I'm here. So like I literally have to like I'll sit right here and just play it out the studio speakers and like just sit here and just listen to it and take it all in. And I think you said something about, did you say somebody said subtitles?
Yeah, I said put subtitles on the TV.
Yeah. I do it because I do that when I watch TV. I like to read as I'm
listening to you.
Yep.
Interesting. So anybody else got a specific like problem or need help being pointed in the right direction or resources or whatever? Who wants to go next?
My biggest problem was just finding creatives. So I'm originally from Denver, Colorado. I moved down here to Louisiana. Yeah. Louisiana in 17. I was coaching for Southern University and doing all the video and highlight videos for them and highlight videos for them up until 22, and then just kind of fell off of being around creators and being around the right. So my big just kind of finding creators that want to work and want to get into something.
What do you mean when you say want to work?
Want to shoot anything I can do. Want to do video shoots, photo shoots. Need anything filmed. Need anything photography or anything. I'm always willing to travel. Going back to Denver this weekend for the CU game. So I'm going to be on the field for the CU game, taking pictures at that. Also going to be in either Atlanta the week before Christmas or depending on kind of what I can kind of find and who want to work and who want to do something, who want to shoot something. How I can plan my schedule ahead, especially with school and working in the school, we get all those days off. So kind of plan my work and what I can do and where I can be at based off of that. And Atlanta, not far at all. Not a drive to get a plane ticket for $80. So always down to travel and all that benefits really right there.
Y'all got any advice for how he could find more creatives?
Just keep working. Keep working and keep networking. Go do that. Go do the shit you don't want to go do.
Do stuff that doesn't have anything to do with music too.
And that right there is super important, because you'd be surprised the people you come across when you go do stuff that ain't got nothing to do with what you want to do. What you do.
See, and I started off not just. I just started off doing music, or being in music. Like I said, I mostly was doing sports stuff. So I'm not even the art scene, the photo shoot scene. I'm fairly new at. Like I just shot my first video, just edited my first video. Artist just dropped it. I'm actually working on my second one right now. And I shot a video a week ago.
What made you transition?
So one, being a coach, you get hired to get fired. So I said I got fired.
That'll do it.
I was, getting offers to go coach other places, but I didn't want to leave Louisiana because I had really just got settled here. I really just got into doing my master's and everything. So I wanted to kind of finish that. And I said I had a little hiatus in just filming and photography for about a year and a half. Came back. Boys that started rapping. I was on the football team when I was coaching over there. Was rapping, and then he wanted me to shoot his video. They gave me a shot to shoot his video. Shot it, and I liked it. But the greatest thing, we didn't post it, we didn't drop it or nothing. But it was fun. It was cool to do. And then I haven't done any really some photo shoots. I really do want to get into that, even if I just gotta be at a photo shoot and kind of see how the ins and outs goes, just to get better at it. Shit, I fly just to do that shit. Low key. I'm here to work. So at the end of the day,
you know what you can do to also get more creative involved. You can do hashtags. I don't know how often you use hashtags. You do like a city where you from, like where are you at? Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
So you can do like wherever city, whether you're Baton Rouge or New Orleans, you can just put hashtag like New Orleans artists or something, or photographers and all that, and go through the hashtags. That worked for me a lot. Like sometimes I look up songwriters, click on that, and there's a column in Instagram where you just type in hashtags and just look up people like Atlanta producers, Atlanta songwriters, promoters. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be surprised what you find on there. And a lot of times, Facebook market works too. Like you can make a broadcast post where you say, hey, looking to work with this and that, da 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 da. Whether you're paying people or you're not, you're just working for hire type, but they working for hire type shit. And post like an interesting like post, and people hit you up even on Craigslist. And sometimes I have artists that'll come to the studio because I own a studio out here in Atlanta, and people will be like, oh, I need black women ages 25 to 35 for a video shoot, da 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 da. Send pictures, and that shit really works. Put the number up there, and they, you know what I'm saying, they start getting descended. You hear me? So it'd be just like that. So definitely utilize the free resources first. You'll be surprised what you get out of that.
Fair. I appreciate that. That's the thing. That's one thing I do got to work on though, is using social media more.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the main issues with artists is that it be right in front of our face, but it's like we got so many artists that just like go straight to YouTube and it be like, how to do this, how to do this. Like, man, the motherfuckers ain't gonna give you the sauce. They gonna be like, point that link below type shit. And then they gonna be trying to get your money. But Instagram and all that, actually like reaching out to the people, touching where the people is going for free, do that first, because you'd be surprised how many people is trying to do shit for free or just get they face out there. And you know, like you might be throwing a fashion show and you might be able to hybrid that and be like, hey, I'm looking for models, and fuck around, have a videographer out here shooting your shit. Now you got music video and you got a fashion show at the same time. You feel me? You don't have models from that, you know? So it just, I'll do that too. Like even if I got a bunch of rappers that's like, yo, I need models, I need baddies, I need girls in my video, I need a main chick in my video. I'll go to little model shows or whatever, and I'll recruit and be like, hey, this artist has a budget and they're paying X amount for this music video. So yeah, it's definitely a market out here for that, and there's people that's waiting for people like you to work with you.
Yeah. I decided to stalk you a little bit while Tampa Boy was giving you all the gems. And yeah, I would agree. Start using hashtags in your posts. Like I see there's one thing here that got over 500 something likes. It was like a collaborative post with Official Crash Dummies. I'm gonna assume that's mostly from their audience. But yeah, I don't see that you really write captions or use hashtags. Those could help tremendously. Even if you follow a hashtag, like Tampa Boy was saying, like start putting Atlanta fashion show, Atlanta rapper, Atlanta singer, stuff like that. Baton Rouge rapper, Baton Rouge music, stuff like that could really help you to be seen and get more visibility by people. And when was the last time you did a video for someone?
I just shot his name. I didn't put it on my page yet.
It's not out yet.
But I put his on his page on the Moose. And then I'll share that with y'all after I get off of here.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing I looked at your YouTube as well. Well, actually, is this you? It's got the same logo, but the name on it is Brandon Lee. Huh?
Oh, yeah, it's the same YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, Shots Fired Production 404. Oh, what is it on YouTube?
I don't have a YouTube.
Oh, okay. So, my addition to what Tampa Boy was saying, tapping in with the social media more and getting more hashtags going for you. Also, get a YouTube as well. When the artist drops, you drop on your channel as well. And you might get some of that, like some of the runoff from people searching for that artist video. You get some of that traffic to your video as well. You'll have to build it up because there are 2 other Shots Fired productions on YouTube that I see. But yeah.
Oh, so let me ask you this, Shots Fired. Do you got a drop, like one of those little drops? Like if Drew didn't film, this is not filmed right.
Somebody just told me I need to get that like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. I mean, some directors they don't fuck with that, and then you got some that do rock with that. So, I mean, that does help too. Like if you wanted like a little drop or something, shout out to Lex, shout out to Wordplay. They all do stuff like that. Like they do voiceovers and shit like that. So yeah, definitely reach out for stuff like that. You could do your own. But anything that's going to make you stand out as a video, or even if it's like a cover art, like some type of graphic, that just stands out, that'll make you more visible too. Because people be like, oh damn, okay, Shots Fired. Word get around, boom, word get around. And another thing too, you could start hosting stuff too, like hosting like Zoom calls as well, kind of like Lex doing, like do like a casting like call as well, and get a bunch of creators involved and be like, hey, look, tap into this. We have all the Louisiana people from all over and surrounding areas call here at 6 o'clock type shit, and man, you'll be surprised who you meet, man, who actually attend that shit,
And to piggyback on that, do you go to studios in Baton Rouge?
No, I'm gonna let you know this is my first live.
Hey, first live. Go ahead. Snaps. So I would say too, find a studio or a few studios out in Baton Rouge, and maybe even just do quick little mic drop videos, like little 1-minute teasers or something for some of the artists that are in there. If you want to like get your foot in the door, or offer to create like a studio tour video for the studios. When I used to manage a studio out here, I did that and ended up getting the studio like 5,000 organic views within like 6 months. And we started having people call into the studio because just being able to see a virtual tour essentially of the studio. So you could do that, the mic drop videos for any artists that come out there, or quick little 1-minute interviews for artists that might be there. But it's just gonna take you figuring out where those places are, and maybe linking up with a producer or engineer out there and just sit in on their sessions, or create vlogs. People love studio vlogs as well, so that might be another avenue.
You in Baton Rouge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A lot of talent out there, boy.
Only thing is, we shoot our talent up.
What you say?
We shoot our talent up, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot of beef out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Y'all got an artist I really fuck with out there. Young boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really like Young boy.
Young boy,
Yeah.
no NBA.
NBA, man. NBA. Like, he fine, man. He's fine.
Why be the best, man?
I'll be the best.
I don't. It's an inside joke. I don't really like Young boy.
You know, he cool. But, you know, him as a person, it's like me falling off on Kanye. Like, him as a person now, I don't really fuck with.
Yeah.
I fuck with this shit, though. He knows this shit. And he always gonna hit throw out some good shit. So it's gonna be solid.
Yeah.
So I hope some of that helped you.
I'm gonna shoot y'all that video. I'm gonna drop it on this page, on my Shots Fired page. I appreciate everything y'all done. You told me. Hope we can collab in the future. Talk in the future. I'll be talking to you, Word, Lex, about the voiceovers. Thanks for the invite. Y'all have a great day. Have a good Sunday.
Have a good Sunday. All right. So, Word or Tampa Boy? What y'all got? What's been going on the past month? Anybody got something they need help with?
For some odd reason, this album I got, I'm at a position to where I'm not trying to drop it unless I can drop it how I want to drop it. And shit, I've released everything else. Shit, I got 5 albums up. I got 5 projects out. Tapping in more on features and stuff like that now, because I don't really like to work with people. Only a select few people I like to work with. So now I'm doing more features. So it'd be cool to see once they actually release their features and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm at a point where I just can't drop this album unless I do it how I want to do it. And how I want to do it costs some bread.
Oh, you want to do like a big rollout? Or?
Yep, I want everything lined up.
So let me ask you this. Is it, so there's a way that there's a specific way you want to drop it, and it's going to cost some bread. About, if you're comfortable with expressing that, about how much do you want to clearly invest into marketing your project?
Whatever I spend on the things that I want to do for the album is what I want to spend on. I want to spend the same amount on marketing and everything, right?
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, I want to do a mini movie to the project.
Okay.
I've been wanting to do that for years. I think I wanted to do a mini movie before I even dropped my first project ever. So, if you keep doing, what did I say? They say, keep doing it the same things over and over and expecting different results is insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be insane no more. So I want to do all the things that I've always wanted to do for this project here. So, like I said, mini movie, I want to have at least 2-3 videos already set for it. And this is a project that I'm actually want to shoot. Majority of the songs I want to do a video for, which can hold me over for, if I do 12 videos, that can hold me for the year. You know what I'm saying? I can drop a video each month. And then having the bread to also put the marketing behind everything as well. So,
got you. So you want to match it? What I would recommend is like, that's good that you know what you want to do. I would take like a week to like budget out how much something really costs. Like starting with the most important, and the most important to you sound like the short film is most important to you. So I would kind of lead out, to the videographers that you worked with the best. Like, okay, like this dude, man, he got the best quality or whatever, and this works in my budget. But also once you chop it up with that videographer, and you can find out how much that person wants, or versus that person might be able to do a barter system for you. Sometimes that works. But like we got a couple of guys that we do artists with every project. But it's like, man, you talk to that person and they give you that one price, you're like, okay, boom, write that motherfucker down. Hey, look, man, in the next 4 months, I'm going to work with you on the short film. I'm going to find out a ballpark and how much you charge. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's going to be hard to give me a quote, but this is what I want to do. Boom, boom, boom. And this is going to be near the degree. That person might be like, hey, man, I'm going to give you this deal. It might be half of what you said that you was going to spend. You know what I'm saying? And write that motherfucker down, put that on your calendar. What works for me is a giant calendar. That's my favorite shit in the world. I got a big calendar by my bed. And I write that motherfucker down, expenses. Then I go to the next thing. All right, distribution. Whether you use DistroKid or CD Baby or whatever it is. Okay, each song gonna cost what, $20, whatever, or $10 to drop. Do that. Then you write down how much Google ads typically cost in order to give views on your YouTube whenever you post it. But I would put like a specific budget that I want to stay at and be like, all right, this is the budget for my whole project. Like whether it's 2,500 to 5,000 to 10,000 all the way up to 100,000. I would just stay in that and do as much as I can. And if I get the traction that I need from that $5,000 budget, go up it the next project. You know what I'm saying? But you'll be able to tell from them results though, man. Like as long as you answer this and you know exactly how much you're spending and write it down to make it real, you're gonna get the exact results you're looking for, bro. Okay. That's the only problem with artists, because artists need to be creative and dope. Like I heard you on LexC project, you know what I'm saying? You got some dope bars and shit. Real good. But the problem with certain artists, they're so talented, but they just don't cut out like a budget. We do it for our bills. We do it for our studio equipment, but we don't do it for our own life. That's the only thing that's hurting us, We be like, all right, how much are man to get my shit to 1 million views? Oh man, 500 or 1,000 or whatever. But all right, here, and then we send the money through, and then we didn't even think about how much we spent. We done spent $2,000 over the budget. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta definitely budget, man. Treat that shit like food or like a grocery. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to say, so you want to do music videos and a mini film, or can the mini film be the music videos? Because maybe you just want to budget for, you said like what, 12 songs maybe, or 12 videos?
I was just throwing out a number.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Reach for the moon, land on the clouds, or whatever type deal. So I I, in all actuality, might come out with like 5 videos.
Okay.
Who knows? But
how many songs total is your like? Is it done already?
14, 15.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you chosen the 5 songs that you want to do videos for?
Yes and no.
Step 1, my boy.
Yes and no. Like I said, I damn near want
Because
to.
we can't get that budget together until we figure out like which one.
Okay, so like I damn near want to shoot them all. Like that's how the album is. Like each record damn near taps into a different place.
Yeah.
And a different whole space in like just the music realm, right?
Right.
So like when I say 5, I say 5 because they are the records that I have to do.
Okay.
For sure. Like, so I got 5 records that I have to do videos for.
Okay. Do you got like a paper or something, or are you gonna remember this? I like people to write stuff down. I got my little notebook every time. You got something to write with, or you gonna So my suggestion.
I gotta get more back on my vision board and my stuff now. So my stuff like that. I've been off there for a minute. I gotta get back on that. I need to go
so getting a huge calendar or a huge vision board. That saying that out of sight, out of mind is really true for a lot of things. It's not in your face. So it might be on your mind, but it might get buried with everything we got to do on a day-to-day basis. So I would say, even if you get like a dry erase board, that would be really dope. But my suggestion would be I would say condense it, make it a movie using all of the music videos that you're about to do. And then make a separate plan for what would this movie look like? What story am I going to tell with the 5 songs? Or what story would I be telling with the 14 songs? So that's 2 different concepts you got to come up with. And then if we're worried about budget for how many songs all of this is going to take, consider stitching together like 1 minute of each song and turning that into a mini movie versus trying to have like a 30-minute or what am I trying to say? Either you have a full concept for a full video, which is like 3 to 5 minutes, or you make the movie, each song has at least 1 minute within this big movie that you're going to do. So that'll take the pressure off of you having to pay this big budget for 14 full videos, and you can just focus in on the main piece of the song that you want people to hear. And then
that's what you're saying?
Like a what?
Like kind of like a mashup, like all these videos turn into one big video.
Like a mashup. Yeah. I would say look at like Carmen Hip Opera with Beyonce, Mekhi Phifer, Mos Def. The way that they go about doing that musical into a big movie, but maybe on a smaller scale where it will be 20 to 30 minutes, but each song has a specific snippet that you can cut out for promotion when it comes time to promote. So you have the big picture of like 14 songs, which should end up being 15 to 30 minutes of a full movie, right? But you have to create the storyline of what's the story you're even trying to tell using all these songs, and create moments where it's going to reflect each song. And then once you have that big picture, you can bust those down into 14 samples. So when it comes to your marketing, you'll have those snippets to market on social media.
Right.
And I think that'll cut your budget down a lot. Not to say that I want to shortchange on your vision, but that's just like a compromise on the vision, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, just stick with those 5 main songs to create a story around, or I would say a mini series, a mini movie, 1 minute of each song. But like, do you have the story that you want to tell?
Pretty much. It's just I kind of like to discuss that with my videographer as well, to get outside ideas for what we could do, because that's what he does, you know.
Yeah. Come up with concepts.
So, yeah, I got everything in my head that I need to tell him for him to take his mind out to a whole other different place. And we bounce back them ideas and put it together and create it. That's the only part of my, like, my whole music process that I actually trust someone with is the video, honestly. I do everything else, and then when it comes to that video, hey, all right, what you hear? What you see when you hear this? And then I let him say what he sees, and it's like, all right, cool, I like it, let's run it. Majority of the time, I always like what he says.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I pretty much got everything in my head, how I see it, what I want to do. And I do need to write it down, though. I am going to write it down.
Write the vision, make it plain.
Mm-hmm.
And either a calendar or a dry erase board.
Yeah, I got a composition notebook too that I write my dreams in. So
yes, put that in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
and then I got to do my vision board as well. I've been slacking on that for like a year. But nah, man, y'all gave me some good ideas. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And even I don't know if you would want to do like a listening party situation, and then have people, huh?
Doing one there too.
Oh. And like
everything, literally everything. Literally, I want to do everything. And everything I'm telling y'all is things that I've already done.
You know, it could be easier too. Break it down in projects. Like, you ain't gotta overwhelm yourself, because you sound like a person that think a lot. You know, so like sometimes we can bombard ourselves with ideas. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's like the ideas that I heard you say can take you about a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as it to complete all of them. But the easiest way to really like knock them out is like, okay, this month I'm focused on this, that, and the third. Like, we're gonna focus on visuals this month. Next month gonna be all about getting the word out there and doing the listening sessions and stuff like that. So it's like, don't feel like you have to knock it all in like one day, because I grew up, growing up with my mom, riding around with my mom, man. My mom would have us out to like 9 in the morning to about 9 at night, and she trying to knock out all her errands one day. And I started doing that as an adult. Like, damn, I got all my errands out in one day, and I realized, I'm like, no, that's burning me out. So I take that same concept and be like, yo, fuck that, man. I need to take that concept and like stretch it out. So I'm gonna just break it down in weeks. Like, this week I'm working on this. This month I'm working on that. And then if I'm working on it February, and if I wanted to drop in April, then I need to start preparing for it in February. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah. That's about a lot, bro.
Yeah, no, that's real. Like, so like when I said the 5 videos, like I really only have to have one for when the album drops, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And everything else I want to just punch. I can punch in a month. I can punch in. Yeah.
Every single month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also wondering.
Yeah, Morris Beats, I am going to do pre-orders for the album.
Nice. I'm also wondering. Oh no! Don't escape. Come back. I'm also wondering. Pre-orders album. Okay, so the phases that Tampa was saying. So, do you want to have a few videos done before you actually release the music, or can you do it in phases? Like, I'm gonna release the music, and then I'm gonna release lyric videos. Might be able to hold people over, and then I'm gonna release videos. Like, are you thinking of the release in phases, or you just kind of want everything done?
So,
at the same time.
All I need for when I do release the album is the mini movie.
The mini movie, okay. Which might be separate from the music videos.
Yes. I want to have the mini movie, and I want to have a video to come shortly right after that.
What's the mini movie going to be about?
So the name of the album is called Summer Hill, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Summer Hill is summertime, like when all me and my friends, everybody left off of school, but like summertime is when we all come back together and we all just experiencing life, experiencing and sharing everything that we done learned, everything that we done did, and it's just like that return to home feeling, right?
Right.
That coming back home, and like Summer Hill is just like a metaphorical thing. The hill is like just the meetup spot that we always link to. It's the most memorable place that we've had our moments and where we're from. And now I went out into the world on my own, and now I came back and I'm sharing with my friends who I am now. I'm still the same old me, but also I'm a whole lot more different. And all of the records is just like moments and pieces of my life. Whatever, different moods, however I'm feeling that day, party nights, whatever, however. Like, so it's all just like that concept of like ups and downs. Like, when you first link back up with somebody you ain't seen in a minute, it's all the ups. It's all the ups. And then you get to drinking and you get to talking and then you get discussing life and, the downs and, everything like that. So, it's just like, so that's what I tell my videographer. And when I tell him that, he's going to fill in okay, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do this. This is going to give you this feeling. This is going to give you that feeling. Okay, boom. And then he's going to create the shots. Yeah, he really a cheat code. I'm not even going to hold y'all.
That's good to have, man.
It's part of the team.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for me, I would just say I would make the movie and the music videos the same thing to alleviate the budget. Not to say I'm insecure with money, but I very much can project being cheap on people. So like, don't take it personal. I'm always I have to be creative with my budget. So I understand that aspect of it. But yeah, I would say make the movie, but your music is the soundtrack, and make the video and the movie the same thing.
What you say, Maurice Beats? Shot every before dropping?
I think he was asking if you're going to shoot everything before you drop the music.
I'm not gonna. No. I'm not trying to do everything before I drop. No, I just really need two things before I drop, and really just one. I just need to get the mini movie done. But also I got a couple records on there that I really need to have the videos for and on go because I already know they're the singles. Okay. I already know what they're gonna do. But then also I got other records that reach a different audience that I have to do as well. Like this album really just showcases. My typo. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, this album really just showcases my skills at
different levels, different times.
At different levels, yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, no, y'all are definitely giving me some good ideas. I thought about doing having the videos in the videos. What you were saying, Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I don't want to take away from the weight of if someone just wants to see one video or one song in particular, then they have that to go to instead of them having to watch the mini movie every time.
So the great thing about that is, and I'm going to say it, with podcasts that I do, right? We have the long form of 1 hour, but we can also bust that down into multiple segments. So even if you did the full video and made the music videos, the movie, you could still always bust it down and release the tiny pieces and market it to people.
Right. Facts.
Filthy drip, Dolo.
Hey, thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
That's love.
Nah, for real. I fuck with my people, man. But okay, what are some? Okay, we already got Alexis. So what you got going on?
Well,
I don't like to spend too much time on me too, y'all.
Good.
Same.
What I'm working on right now, I'm working on an animated. I have a song called City Vibes that's out, where I'm rapping on it, and it's a summer vibe song. Came out a couple months ago, but right now I'm working on a Grand Theft Auto music video, animated music video. So that's what I'm currently working on right now. I want to put it out because I've been noticing the popularity of like Grand Theft Auto and animated movies and stuff like that. So
my boy Ray Soul did one. I think it was earlier this year. He got one like that.
Nice, yeah. So I'm gonna do the song. The concept of the song is Florida, and just enjoying yourself in Florida. Enjoying the city, sliding with a little shorty, and you showing around with your neck of the woods, and palm trees, fly shit, all kind of cool shit. So the cover is it's look like it's like Grand Theft Auto, like super dope. Now I was gonna do an animated video for that, and just looking for a time that I'm gonna release it, and get some notoriety off of it, So that's something. I'm just trying to come up with a specific date that I want to put that out. But it also depends on the animator and how long that takes. So,
do quarters matter to you?
Quarters definitely matter to me.
They do? Okay.
Definitely.
It's just now starting to matter to me. It used to not matter.
Super important because I mix and master, and I deal with a lot of people that want their shit mixed and mastered before the first quarter, and the last quarter is where I get the most my most mixes. People be like, "Yo, man, we got this new artist. We need the songs mixed and mastered, edited, and put it out. We want to have it by Christmas, or we want to have it by Thanksgiving, or October." That's a very important year for artists because a lot of people are getting signed in the first quarter or the first two quarters. So people want their music, and they want that new year. A lot of artists be like, "Hey, new me, new year." I start doing shows, and then sometimes they never get to doing shows. You know what I'm saying? But you got some artists that's like really take you serious. Like, "Hey man, I'm gonna get my shit mixed and mastered, and then I'm gonna hit the ground running. Like, I'm gonna go to these festivals, I'm do all this." So quarters definitely matter to me, man, especially when I'm dropping shit on my own. I feel like other people's services that I do for other people have made me take quarters more serious.
Okay.
So because sometimes I'll get services needed from the label. Like labels that hit me up, be like, "Hey, we got an artist, we want this done, we want you to produce this and do that," and then but we have a rollout, and they'll tell me, and I ask questions like, "How y'all roll out? What y'all doing for the rollout?" They're like, "Okay, we're gonna get interviews for this is 50, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna fly out, blah, 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 blah. We need this done by this time." So okay, I can apply that to my own shit and my own plans. You feel me? So yeah, quarters is super important. Like labels, they strictly base everything off quarters. Because it's a time, you never heard that quote, "What a time to be alive."
Definitely.
That's what they mean by that. Like, what they mean by what a time to be alive, they mean like viral moments, TikTok moments, moments where like Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. A lot of people that capitalize off of little situations like that. I seen a nigga from Detroit made a song about the motherfucking Alabama fight that a lot of people was fighting on that boat. You know what I'm saying?
That folding chair.
Quick, lasted on moments.
And the video, did the song, and like got it out, and it went. So those are one of the times to be alive. The moments. I noticed LexC be doing reactions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just gotta take advantage of it and move quickly on it. Like especially if you're an artist that got access to studios and you got your own studio and shit, you can knock out a verse like this. Definitely get into that as well. But what I'm trying to get better at is popping out more. I don't pop out enough. I'm a studio rat. Like
when you say pop out, where are you trying to pop out to?
I'm trying to get more to the artists. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to get around more movies and shakers, more to the people that need some of my services. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to touch some of the artists. They might need beats, they might need mixing and mastering, they might need to find a different environment, a different studio to work at. You know,
that's the number one thing that changed my life. I used to go to like open mics and showcases and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And just performing, and it's like everybody sees you as competition.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, all right, bro, I gotta start figuring something out to do something from a different angle, so like I can make sure that people fuck with me to lock in.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay. So when I started going over there, I started making sure I say, yeah, I made that beat. I mixed and mastered that song too. So, you know, if you need that, get at me. Now people running up to me, damn, bro, that beat was hard as fuck. Damn, bro, that mix sound clean as fuck. What's your shit? I'm gonna tap in with you. And that's how I started really building like clientele.
Hell yeah, that's the way to go. I used to do panels. I be judges on panels and shit like that, battles, open mics. I gotta really touch back into that and really start reaching out to some more of these promoters and start giving out some packages, man, and really getting it going. But for so many years, for the last few years, I've been really just like shutting that down, like all that. I'm not doing panels right now because I'm not ready. Because I've been building the studio, so I'm like, all right, I ain't ready. Whenever I'm ready, I'm gonna do it. But as soon as the studio started getting more traction, then I started becoming busy with that. Yeah, because never be too busy to market yourself.
No, for real.
You gotta make time to market yourself. Like how I market myself, I do more guerrilla marketing. I put signs up. I be up under the bridge, putting these studio time signs, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like,
that's hard. I never got into guerrilla. Like I never got.
Oh, that's risk. It's just literally like, like you get off the highway and you see a sign. It's very expensive. That is the most expensive way of marketing, but it's the least convenient way of marketing too. People be at the most inconvenient places conveniently, and the reason why I say it like that is because so for example, you're getting off the highway, but it's an inconvenient area. Like you're not gonna see too many people like walking under the bridge like that, but you're gonna drive under the bridge to get to the highway, and where you gonna be? You're gonna be at the light. So you need to be right there, post need studio time right in their face. I'm in your face, right there. Okay, let me get a little picture of the shit. Okay, I may need some studio time. And I get a lot of artists like that that'll call me like, hey man, I took a picture of your studio sign 3 months ago, and I need studio time tomorrow.
Thanks.
Come on through. They tell their friends, I got specials going. I need to apply that same thing with my artistry. And sometimes I put my artistry in the back burner. You feel me? Like, so definitely. I noticed that you and LexC, y'all put your artistry in the forefront, and that's important. I like what y'all doing with it.
Thank you for saying that, because I feel like I don't put mine in the forefront enough.
Yeah, it's business first for me. It's business first for me. Sessions and selling beats, like
yeah. I'm the same way, bro.
Because that's the unique place that we put ourselves in as artists. The music is also, we have to make money living. So a lot of times we got to make our quota first before we can really tap in on our own creativity.
Yeah. We got to.
But when I tap in on artist mode, I'm in artist mode all the time, honestly. But when I tap in for the world to see it, like I done tapped in. Like people think I make music. I make like my music like every day. No, I go through spurts, bro. I might fuck around and make like 4 or 5 songs in a month.
Yeah.
Like, I go through spurts. So I might turn around and make songs back to back in a couple of days. Like, that's how I get my projects done. But, like, I go through my spurts. And it's something like we was talking about earlier about, like, you know, for my artistry, I really wait until, like, I'm in a creative mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't force it. I can't force it. I force it, like, I ain't gonna say I force it on features, but, like, it's something different when somebody wants to feature for them. Or if somebody's paying you for a feature, it just hits different. And it's like, okay, the professionalism just comes out and it's like, all right, bet I got you.
Yup. Exactly. Cause that money talk.
Yeah, it do.
That's why I mean, that marketing, like, folks that might market your shit, the person that give you the basic package, you paying the basic price. But if you paying for the platinum package, they going all out. They're like, yeah, let me go ahead and get him the 1,000 views package and blah blah blah. You know, that money talk, man. That bullshit walk. Real talk. So when that feature come in, a nigga, hey, you got that Zelle and that CashApp payment, you like, hey, I'm about to finish your shit tonight. You feel me? So, real shit, man. Like, just like producing and stuff like that too. Like, I'm a big advocate for producers, mainly producers, but songwriters and producers. You know, I'm super big on getting producers and artists paid, you know, because we are the superheroes without the capes. We're always behind the scenes writing shit. We're penning this, we're penning a bunch of lyrics for the pretty face and the big elephant in the room, person that they putting all the money behind. So I'm the person that advocate for the people that's behind closed doors that nobody sees. So features, staying firm on prices. Fucking producers getting what they deserve to get, standing firm on it. I recommend that to the producers that's watching too, man. Like, name a price, but also negotiate. Like, negotiate what you want. Don't let them tell you, hey, I want to do this. I want to pay you for this. No, like, you the salesman in this motherfucker. You gotta put your blood, sweat, and tears in this motherfucker, and you gotta just name a price. If they can't afford you, then it is what it is. They're just gonna either have to come with that bread, or that's just not your client. That client is not ready for you.
Yeah, I mean, people come up with money for what they want to come up with it for. So.
Absolutely, you see motherfuckers with Christian Dior's and shit. Hey man, these motherfuckers will take they girl on a expensive ass date, and they come and be like, hey man, can I get a beef and cheek? Like,
no, motherfuckers take that girl and goddamn 3-side chicks out for goddamn.
Oh my God.
But it's like, I don't play that, man. I don't play that. It's like, if you want me, bro, that means you know what I do. And it's simple.
Right. That's the biggest problem with Atlanta, though, that I noticed living in Atlanta is that I'll be watching artist page. I'm like, man, you just bought 4 bottles of rosé, man, at motherfucking 11.45, bro. Now you trying to get this beef for cheap, like.
Nah, you don't want to rap for real. You don't want to rap for real.
You don't want to rap for real, bro.
Yeah.
Why not take that same $1,000 you spent for them bottles? Come get an 8-10 hour block in this motherfucker. Buy some beats. Get it distributed.
Facts.
Pay for a legacy, man.
But that goes back to what like we was talking about earlier with like just like not that, and we was talking about ourselves is not applying what we need to apply towards our music.
Yeah.
And some people are even way more behind like than wherever you at with it.
Yeah.
Like wherever we at with it, like some people are way more behind on like they're scared to invest into that. You really don't believe it.
Yeah.
You're just hoping that it goes. Maybe if it goes, it goes. I'm not trying. Nah, you gotta put that bread behind it because that's how the energy comes.
That's how you eat. And unfortunately, he said DJ Scream and LexC Salute dropping juice. He said DJ Scream. But DJ Scream that. But yeah, like realized too is that a lot of artists, they acquire about stuff that they can't really afford for real.
Man, what the hell DJ Scream at though?
Right. Who is DJ Scream?
Hey, when you bring his ass right on up. But yeah, man, like people acquire about stuff they can't really afford, and like if you can acquire about stuff you can't afford, you gotta also check your expenses, checking your personal life, dig inside yourself to get your expenses right. Like if you got your vices buying watches all the time, cut back on it. Like, hey man, I got ain't no watches this month, or ain't no drinks, no 1942s, this month at the bar with the chicks, or you got some people that spend a lot of money on eating out. You feel me? That's a whole 150. They go kick it with the family, eat out every week. They don't even know it. Liquor bottles, $50, $35. You spending that over and over and over, but they think that anything under $100, they think that's not investing into the music. That is a lot.
Every little bit counts.
Anything, every dollar counts. So you can take that $100 and invest in that into some 2 hours, some studio time somewhere. So. But
or some cover art for your release.
Cover art, for 2 songs, damn near get shit $50, $100 for cover art, So
yeah,
I'm just ready to. I'm not as soft on artists anymore. When it comes to that, I tell people the truth because they didn't start really respecting my words until I started like getting placements and having my facility. So when I built my facility, like my studio, and I started getting placements, that's when artists start really like taking it serious. Like, oh man, I want to do what you're doing, and I'm like, no, don't do what I'm doing. Like, I did you this before this, so sell your shit. Now I gotta double tax you because you didn't believe in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. But that'll teach you a lesson. It'll teach you a lesson. Like, okay, artists don't really follow unless they see an example in front of them. Right. So just continue to be that example. Mm-hmm. Continue to be leading edge with your, be leading edge with your visuals because you may be able to influence somebody else and tap into their shit and be like, okay, I want to do something like that too. Damn, like I see Wordplay did the short film. I like what he's doing. I want to collaborate on something like that with him. You know what I'm saying? So y'all doing y'all thing. Keep going. Shout out to LexC. Your project's dope. You know what I'm saying? Congrats, Wordplay on that feature as well. I think you're like the only feature on that project.
Yeah.
And bro was the producer of the whole album, right?
Maurice Beats.
Maurice Beats, man. You snapped on them beats, bro.
He definitely snapped. He be having me out here grooving, man. I be moving and grooving. He doing his shit.
Me and Maurice making timeless music.
Nah, for real.
Where you going, Lex? You like you about to pop out?
Yeah, she's gonna go crazy.
I got a photo shoot.
Wake up. It's a photo shoot.
Yeah.
So one more thing, what about you, Lex? Like, I came in a little bit late. What is something that you want to work on for yourself?
Doing more shows is my next thing.
Okay.
Yeah, which you I kind of talked to you about it before when I canceled that one show that I was invited to do because I just wasn't feeling prepared for it. But yeah, I really want to do more shows. And thinking about what Shots Fired said earlier, this is before you came on. I'm wondering, like, what is it that I'm not doing for myself environment-wise that's allowing me to feel comfortable to go out and do shows? Like, what is this anxiety that's being built up in me for not wanting to do shows? Well, not that
a lot of that comes from exhaustion, though.
And that's what I'm wondering. Like, am I just, because I feel like I already do so much, and I don't know if I want to focus on the live aspect just yet. Because with Love Reset, I can relate to you, Word, wanting to put it out a certain way. there's, of course, I wanted to put out the album in a higher level way, but because I struggle with not having enough money to do a lot of stuff, I kind of just settled on, okay, this is what I know I can do by myself right now. And so Maurice provided the production. I mixed it, I recorded, wrote, mixed, mastered everything. Came up with the concept for the cover art, did the cover art. Shout out to Tamboy Beats for helping with the censor of part of the picture. But I designed it, did the album cover art myself, created each like visual for each song on the album, created written press about each song.
I want my plaque too, goddamn.
I did the press for each song. I did 1 minute like little interview snippets explaining the songs. And that's more than I've ever done for any previous project. So I'm proud of myself on that. Yeah. And then I was doing the giveaways leading up to the release of the project. Like it was little, like $5 a day, Monday through Friday. Whoever's the first person to answer correctly, I'll send you a $5 cash app. Yeah. When I did the Christmas song, I had the gift basket giveaway, the Ratchet gift basket. But yeah, when it comes to this live thing, maybe my mind is just not into the live performance aspect right now. But I also struggle with, like, I do my own hair, I do my own makeup because I don't budget to get those things done. And being a woman, I want to present myself a certain way, but being a female artist, I can't just show up the way these rappers do without getting talked about. Now, maybe I'll be all right because I could actually sing, but I wouldn't be presenting myself how I want to present myself. So that's kind of the mental blocks I'm dealing with as far as not doing the live shows.
And that's completely understandable because there's been plenty of times where I didn't even have the time to get a haircut. And I'm just like, fuck it. Let the dreads down, chains on, grill in, chains on. I'm still going, like, just still pushing. But, like, that shit does take your fucking, like, confidence. Like, it's like I'm not 100% fully aware what I'm used to doing.
Yeah.
But also for me, like, I you know what I'm saying, I am a dude too, and that's the same situation where I can be like, shit, fuck it, do what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, so I gotta give it to you on that. Yeah, y'all definitely go through a little bit more than we, but I have seen some girls, goddamn.
They just show up.
Yeah, they just show up, but that was hard though.
They rock out though. Yeah.
Like, damn. Sometimes I be looking at, I'll be on the panel and I just look and be like, whoa, like, you came out by like this. Appearance is very important to me. Even when I take a session, man, like, I'll go and find a proper studio hoodie and, like, even if I want to dress down, the lowest I'll probably dress down is probably some sweats and some sandals, but I'm going to wear a promo hoodie or I'm going to wear a promo shirt.
Still representing.
Yeah, but also we do have to remember, bro, that as far as that appearance goes, everybody ain't got it. Yeah. Thanks. We also have to remember that too. And I try to take everything into account. I try to take a lot of things into account. I did have this one lady I met, and she performed, and the song actually was dope. And I was like, yeah, IG, we went up an IG swap, and she pulled her IG up on my phone and followed herself, and she said, I'm gonna follow you when I get to the crib. And I was just like, damn, I done been there.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, it's been a minute since I've been there, but damn, I done been there.
Yeah.
She kept it 1,000.
Nah, for real.
Yeah. I done been there too, man. I done did beat battles on my last $40. Yeah. Yeah, man. Definitely did that. I done went to a beat battle with $40, left with $400 gamble. I done took the train. You know, I was doing beat battles since I was a teenager, so I done took the train downtown. You know, that was my way of gambling. You know, like knowing, like, oh man, I know I'm hot, like, so I'm gonna beat these niggas and I'm gonna get this money. And up there, a couple of times I took that lonely ride home and like, my ass. But you got, and that's what makes you a champion. You know?
But you did it though. You did it like that. Once you come from like certain times, and then you get to a different level, bro, of like just being able to move however you want to move, and then you might get back to some tougher times, bro. Then now you don't be want to go do nothing. But like sometimes, bro, that's just God rehumbling your ass, bro. But you gotta keep that grind, and you gotta keep that dog in you. Like that dog is always important, bro. Like I think about like all the time, like in my like being 20, 21, and I'm everywhere. I'm at all the colleges. I'm at UGA. I'm at Georgia State. I'm at West Georgia. Like I'm maneuvering around. Like, bro, I probably had $25 in my pocket, bro. I don't even know how we're doing this, how we got a bottle, how I got food, how I got the clothes I got on. But like, I did the most maneuvering on this planet when I was broke.
Yeah.
And now we holding ourselves back because we ain't got it. Like, what's it's a word right there. Oh, that's a word. One word.
That's the hungry. When you ain't at that place, that's when you're the hungriest, man. When you start eating a little more, that's when you start getting a little, finding a way to make yourself back hungry like how you was when you was broke is the key. Yo, and I always tell myself, even though I own the studio, I still have the mentality of being intern. Boom, that's real. You know what I'm saying? After every session, I make sure I clean up, sweep, mop, take the trash out. We had to do that when we was interns, so I do that for my own shit now, you know?
Yeah, I never interned, so yeah, I probably need to work on that a little bit better.
Yeah, real talk. We had to do that shit. It was like clockwork. Like, after somebody left, whether it's Waka Flocka or somebody in there independent, we had to take that trash out, clean it up, and, you know, black guts everywhere. You just gotta sweep that mug up, and that shit worked out for me, man, because now I'm like, I'll be in there, there don't even be nobody sometimes, and I'll just be in there just cleaning up, man, you know, do a deep clean, and it just makes me feel better about the environment and want to be more creative. And it makes other people feel good about creating too.
How did it feel being able to intern? Like I was never able to intern because it was like, my boy, I need the bread. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I can't. So I've always been that way. Like I never felt like I had the luxury to intern, and I felt like it would have been so cool to intern. Honestly.
Are you talking about being qualified to intern or just?
Nah, like I could have interned places. Yeah. But it's like I can't do it. Like if there was no money involved, I just couldn't do it. Like
you couldn't do it.
Like the way my life was set up at the time frame, I couldn't do it.
You had to make that bread. I feel you. Feel you. I had to definitely set aside my schedule, and I had to sacrifice a few things in order to make time to be in there, late nights and all that. Because the best thing, the things that I always told myself is that the stuff that if I had a chance to do this for the rest of my life for free, would I do it? And I told myself, yes. Like if I never made another dollar for this, I'll do it for free. So this is my chance to prove that. So I had a stipulation that happened where they was only allowing college students to do internships. I ain't never been to college. So I'm like, man, hey, look, I never been to college, but I got grandfathered kind of in because I was winning beat battles, and Justice League invited me, and I couldn't shut that down. Like when Justice League, when I won the beat battles, Justice League was there, and they was the panel, and they took me out to dinner after the win, and it was Kane beats Justice League and the Runners all in one room. Yeah, it was crazy. They were like, yo, we need you to just do some intern stuff and do like some hobbies. So I was like, bro, I can't turn this down. This is a direct alley-oop to the owner. So that's slightly a little different. That shit hit different, man. It was my first studio I ever been to in my life. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta do this shit. Like whatever I gotta do. And that's when I started meeting Lil Wayne and Drake before he came Drake. You know, with the unibrow and shit.
When he was a funny looking Jewish kid.
Funny looking Jewish kid. I used to come in there. Drake used to be sitting in the front of the hot beats waiting for the shit to open. Him and 40. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in there unlocking the studio. So like just seeing all that, being able to tell that story, it's like it changed my life. It made me want to just do everything that hot beats was doing plus more. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to do it, man. It was one of the things where, you know, I had a girlfriend, she wanted to kick it more. I had homeboys, they wanted to kick it outside more. And I was like, hey man, I'm in the studio till about 5 in the morning, bro. I can't kick it, bro.
Oh, that's a good topic right there. Dealing with relationships and friendships and chasing this dream. How hard is that for y'all? How tough is that to balance?
You can start, Lex.
How hard is it to balance? It's very frustrating for me. Like, I don't really go out. I don't really date. I don't really, friends. Most of my friends are music people. And so I can't get mad at y'all because if a session calls and you have a major quota for the month, you got to get up and go and get the money. So even if a lot of times you try to make plans, plans get canceled because we have to go to the studio. As far as like relationships and stuff, I've been with people who meet me and they know that I'm in music and they know that I'm an engineer, but then we'll be together for a little while and jealousy starts coming up. It's like, why are you in the studio so late with so-and-so? I'm like, well, this is how I make my money. Like, are you going to start paying something for me so I don't have to work this job? But no, you met me doing this, but now it's a problem because I'm around different guys and, you know, there might be a trust issue there. I'm better with it now because I've gotten to the point where I'm making a certain amount of money that I know is going to pay my bills and I'll be all right. And I'm very strict on myself with a budget. So now, and I'm making my quota consistently. So now when I say I want to go do something, all I do is schedule it on my calendar and I make the time available. So if somebody makes plans with me, then I'm less likely to break it because I have certain systems in place and I'm at a certain point now where I can turn down some sessions here and there. Or the clients that I have, they're very understanding and I'm not afraid of them never coming back. You know what I mean? So before it used to be if a session was calling, then I had to go because I needed the money. But now I'm in a place where I can schedule sessions the same way that I schedule my friends and fun activity. I can schedule all of that stuff and it'll be fine. But another hard lesson that I had to learn was even if I don't make the quota, if I'm not spending time with people, I'm going to feel lonely because no one's going to feel poured into. So I had a friend, I helped him out a lot, but his big thing was he always felt lonely and he was starting to get depressed, but he didn't have the relationships with people because he was never hanging out because he was always in the studio. And I would try to tell him like, listen, I know that you're afraid that you don't have the money, but you have to just go do something fun that's not music related. You are so stressed out and you're not happy, but you're also not changing anything about why you're in this predicament. And so I think in general, because there's no structure to this job for real, it's basically 24 hours on call. And if you feel like going in and you go in, if you don't, you don't. We have the choice to make, but we got to choose to go have fun. We got to choose to pour into people, choose to schedule people into our life, be intentional with it. That's how I approach it now.
Is that something that you balance in a relationship career? Is that something that you struggle with nowadays?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I struggle with it. I just I'm always willing to make time for the special person in my life and my family and anything.
That's real. Yeah, it's like it's crazy because it depends on who you rock with. You know, like you might meet a woman and she might be jealous about everything. He might, you know what I'm saying, or you meet a man, you know, whatever, and he might be jealous of everything, you know. So it's just like it depends on who you're dealing with, man. It's one of those situations where there's no such thing as all men or all women think one way. You know, that's I gotta say that first and foremost. A lot of people, we're living in a time where everybody be like, oh, all men think this way, all women think this way. It's like a man versus woman, and a black man versus black woman. And it's like, nah, it's an individual thing. Like some people don't give a damn, like if their girl getting chose on. You know what I'm saying? And they look at that as like, hey, man, my girl look good. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people that be like, hey, don't even fucking look at my girl. You know, and the people that's on that don't look at my girl shit, you know, of course they're going to be on your heels about everything that you do. Like, oh man, what are you doing? What is this? Da, 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 da. You feel me? And trauma, people soak in trauma. Yeah. People soak in trauma and they'll project that on you.